Hello, and welcome back to episode 53 of Learning Canadian English. I'm your host, Jen.
And I'm Mike. It's great to have you with us again. Today we're tackling a topic that can be a little stressful for everyone, especially if English is not your first language. It's a situation where you have to be assertive, but also polite, and that can be a tricky balance to strike.
That's right. We're talking about how to return or exchange items you've bought in Canada. We want to help you do it confidently and without feeling awkward.
Exactly. It's a normal part of shopping here. But there are a few key words and phrases that can make the whole process much smoother. So let's get started. All right, so the first and most important thing you need when you want to return something is the receipt.
The receipt. Let's spell that out because it has a tricky silent letter. It's RECEIPT. That P is silent. We say receipt.
A great point, Jen. A receipt is that little piece of paper they give you after you pay. It shows what you bought, when you bought it, and how much you paid.
Right. And this brings us to our first key vocabulary phrase, proof of purchase.
Yes, proof of purchase. This just means you need to prove or show that you bought the item from that store. The receipt is the best proof of purchase. Without it, things can get difficult.
Oh, definitely. I remember one time I bought a blender. I got home and it was missing a piece. I looked everywhere for the receipt, in my purse, in the shopping bag, but it was gone.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I went back to the store and they were very polite, but they said without the receipt, they couldn't give me my money back. They could only offer me an exchange for the exact same blender. Luckily, they had one in stock, but it was a good lesson.
That's a perfect example. A great tip for our listeners is to always ask for an e-receipt or an electronic receipt. Most stores now can email the receipt to you. That way, you can never lose it.
That's what I do now. It's so much easier. You just search your email and there it is. Plus, it's better for the environment.
And Jen, what if you paid with a credit or debit card but lost the receipt? Sometimes the store can trace the purchase through your card. Okay, so you have your item and you have your receipt. You go to the store. Usually you need to go to the customer service desk. What do you say?
This is where people get nervous, but it's simple. You can just start with a polite, "Hi there, I'd like to return this shirt," or "Hello, I'd like to make an exchange."
Right. Now, there's a difference between a return and an exchange. A return means you want your money back. An exchange means you want to swap your item for a different one, maybe a different size or a different color.
Exactly. And this brings us to a very useful phrase. Mike, you want to share it?
Absolutely. The phrase is, I'd like to exchange this for a different size. Let's break that down. I'd like to is a very polite way to say I want to.
Very polite.
Exchange this for a different size. You can change that last part. You could say for a different color or for a smaller size.
This is so common with clothes. I once bought a sweater for my dad back in China. I bought a size large, but when I video called him and showed him, he said it would be too big. So I went back to the store the next day.
And you used a phrase?
I did. I said, "Hello, I bought this yesterday. It's the wrong size. I'd like to exchange this for a different size, please, a medium." It was so easy. The clerk smiled, found the medium for me, and we just swapped. No money involved, very simple.
That's a perfect success story. Now, what if you don't want to exchange? What if you just want a refund?
If you have your receipt and you are within the store's return period, say 30 days, you can get your money back. The money will go back to your original form of payment. So if you paid with a credit card, it goes back on your credit card.
Okay, but let's go back to your blender story, Jen. What if you lose your receipts and they don't have a replacement for you to exchange? This is where our next vocabulary word comes in: store credit.
Ah, yes, store credit.
So, store credit is when the store can't give you cash back, but they give you the value of the item on a gift card or a credit note. You can only use that money in that specific store.
Right. So if you return a $50 shirt without a receipt, they might give you a $50 gift card for that store. It's not as good as getting your cash back, but it's better than being stuck with a shirt you don't want.
You just have to be sure you will shop there again.
Okay, now for a very, very important term that everyone needs to know. It can save you from a lot of frustration. The term is final sale.
Yes, this is critical. Final sale. When an item is marked as final sale, it means you absolutely cannot return it or exchange it. Once you buy it, it's yours forever.
No exceptions. This is common for items that are heavily discounted, like on a clearance rack.
So you should always check for a sign or a sticker on the price tag that says final sale or all sales final. I learned this the hard way.
Oh, do you have a story for us, Mike?
I do. I bought a pair of shoes once. They were 70% off, a great deal. I was in a hurry, so I didn't try them on. I just grabbed my size. When I got home, they were way too tight.
Ugh, that's the worst feeling.
It was. I went back the next day with my receipt, and the clerk pointed to a stamp on the receipt that said final sale. I hadn't noticed it. There was nothing I could do. I ended up giving the shoes to my cousin.
That's a tough lesson. So the rule is, if it's final sale, you must be 100% sure you want it and that it fits perfectly before you pay.
Another important thing is the return window. Most stores have a time limit. They might say, returns within 30 days of purchase. This means you only have 30 days to bring the item back.
Yes, and this information is usually printed on the bottom of the receipt. It can be 14 days, 30 days, or even 90 days. It's different for every store, so it's a good idea to check.
And finally, some items are almost always final sale for hygiene reasons. Things like underwear, swimsuits, or earrings. It makes sense when you think about it.
Yes, definitely. You wouldn't want to buy something like that knowing someone else had already worn it.
Okay, I think it would be helpful to do a little role play to practice a conversation. Are you ready, Jen? You can be the store employee.
Hello, sir. How can I help you today?
Hi, I bought this sweater here last week, but it's a bit too small for me. I'd like to exchange this for a different size, please. I have my receipt right here.
Of course, not a problem at all. Can I see the receipt? Perfect, thank you. What size did you need?
This is a small. I think I need a medium.
Okay, let me just check if we have a medium in stock. Yes, we do. I'll go grab that for you right now.
See? It can be that simple.
Exactly. The most important things are to be polite, have your receipt ready, and clearly state what you want. The employees are just doing their job, and if you are friendly, they will be happy to help you.
So let's do a quick recap of our key vocabulary for today.
Okay, first we had receipt, that little piece of paper that is your proof of purchase.
Then we had store credit, which is what you might get if you don't have a receipt, a gift card for that store.
And the very important one, final sale, which means no returns and no exchanges.
I'd like to exchange this for a different size.
We hope this helps you feel more confident next time you need to take something back to the store. It's a normal part of life here, and with these tips, you'll be able to handle it like a pro.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for listening to Learning Canadian English.
Join us next time for another episode. Until then, take care.